Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this in one go, so if I stumble over my words going forwards, I apologise in advance, and as always I apologise in advance too if the quality of this video is fairly poor, if there's any lag, anything like that at all. Sadly it cannot be helped, and hopefully it's not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision Song Contest 2020 related video here on my channel, and it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to get serious and talk about the songs that I think are in with a serious chance of winning this year's contest, which hopefully will still take place this May at the Ahoy in Rotterdam in the Netherlands. Now, I think it was about this time last year when I filmed a video talking about the contenders for the 2019 contest, and I think there were about 6 or 7 nations involved in that video, and one of them did go on to win, and that was the Netherlands, the bookmakers' favourite at the time. And then I made another video, which I believe is still my most successful video on this channel, called Why the Netherlands Should Win Eurovision 2019, and of course Duncan Lawrence did go on to win. And this year I'm sort of going to be doing more of the same. And I have taken a look at all the 41 songs in contention this year, and I have been as realistic as possible, maybe a little harsh as well. But I have whittled down the list to 9 nations that at this moment in time, the 15th of March, I think are in with a genuine chance of winning. Now feel free to let me know what you think. I'm genuinely interested to know. Please respect my opinions as I will with yours. Now if you've seen my Twitter page recently, you might have an idea of the countries I'm going to be talking about. I have also looked at what the bookmakers, the odds are saying, what people on YouTube are saying, what people on other social medias are saying, and I have come up with this list, and I feel pretty confident at this moment in time that it will be one of these 9 nations that wins this year's competition. The countries that I think won't be winning then: Slovenia, Moldova, Estonia, San Marino, Portugal, Croatia, Belarus, North Macedonia, France, Spain, Armenia, Finland, Latvia, Czech Republic, Cyprus, Albania, Austria, Poland, Ireland, Georgia, Denmark, the UK, Ukraine, Greece, Australia, the Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, Israel, Serbia, and Azerbaijan, and Malta. Those are the countries that I think won't be winning. And what I do every year is I just compile a list of all of the songs, all of the countries participating, and I am as realistic as possible. So, you know, with countries like Slovenia, with all due respect, obviously no chance this year. But then other countries like Azerbaijan, they could win, but a lot of other countries are going to have to really mess up first, if you see what I mean. So while I do think Cleopatra will finish in a very respectable position in Rotterdam, definitely, you know, maybe top 10 in the final, I don't think it's going to win. The same can be said for Malta, who very nearly made this list of 9 countries, I should say. That's a great song. Destiny is going to sing it very well live. I just don't think it's going to win. Malta have struggled in the public vote in particular over the past couple of years. Germany are bouncing back, but I don't think he's going to win. So yeah, that leaves, as long as I've done this correctly, 9 countries, and I'm just going to get straight into it in a random order. Let me know your thoughts. I genuinely think it will be one of these countries that wins at this moment in time, and by the time the grand final comes around, like I say, hopefully this May, the list will be a lot shorter, and it might just end up being a 3-horse or 2-horse race. So let's talk about Lithuania first. It's not often that Lithuania are one of the favourites to win. The week of the 2018 contest, 2 years ago in Lisbon, Ieva Zasimauskaite was certainly one of the favourites to win with When We're Old, and she ended up finishing about 10th or 11th in the end. Really beautiful ballad, tremendous stuff. Anyway, this year, The Roop with On Fire. Now this was hotly tipped even before the Lithuanian national final, where the Roop won by an absolutely crushing margin. Everybody else may as well have stayed at home. This is quirky, slightly hypnotic, very confidently done. You know, the lead singer is just having a ball on stage. He looks really happy to be there. And I know that the Roop aren't doing a lot of promotional work. in the build-up to Eurovision because of the virus, but I don't think they need it because neutral viewers are going to be impressed by this anyway on the night. And Ireland can vote in the first semi-final, so that's 12 points from the public in the bag, because I feel confident Ireland will vote for Lithuania in the public vote. And then in the final, the UK's public 12 points might well go to Lithuania as well, because there is a bit of a diaspora vote that they have. That will play a part, but this song is good in general and will get votes from all across the continent, and indeed Australia perhaps. The choreography is really good. It's not conventional, I would say, but it really works. This is quite a strange and slightly funny song, but I say that in a good way, you know. It's very engaging, the vocals are good, and what else is there to say? It is a serious contender to win. Will it be Vilnius or Kaunas 2021? Let me know your thoughts. If you're from Lithuania, what are people saying over there? Are people really excited about Lithuania potentially winning Eurovision for the first time, and about time too? I've said for a while that I think Lithuania are getting ever so slightly stronger every year in terms of the quality on offer in their national final, and this could be the year they finally do it, and I think a lot of people would be very happy about it. Country number 2, Italy. Well, ever since returning in 2011, Italy generally has sent high quality music. The Sanremo Music Festival, which isn't strictly speaking a Eurovision selection method, the quality is always very high. It's a very slick and quite formal production, but it works very well. And this year it's Diodato with Fai Rumore. It's a ballad. Some people will find it boring, but this is a really strong song. You know, it's nothing we haven't heard before, but it's all about the vocals, and he sings it really well. It's a shame the orchestra won't be there in Rotterdam, because I think this having an orchestra would elevate the performance up a notch. Of course it can win. Of course Italy can win. I just think the momentum's with a lot of other entries at the moment, but the juries might really get behind this one, and the public, well, they'll always dish out quite a few points Italy's way. Arguably, last year's entry, Soldi, was a lot stronger and a lot more memorable, and in terms of longevity, certainly people are still talking about it and loving it now, but with Fai Rumore, you know, there's a sort of timeless quality to it, and I think Italy are serious contenders. Will it be Rome, or Milan, or Turin, or Bologna, or Verona, or Lecce 2021? I am not picky. Rimini 2021? Who knows? Who knows? Time will tell. The third country I'm going to talk about is Sweden. When are Sweden not one of the favourites to win? They know they can win pretty much every year and send anything they like and get away with it. It's the Mamas with Move. This is soulful, passionate, confidently performed. You know, these three ladies were at Eurovision last year, and obviously they came fairly close to winning at one point with John Lundvik. This year they're doing it alone. I had hoped the performance would have been a bit more vibrant and colourful, because it's a rather jaunty, upbeat, summery sort of song. But alas, hopefully, you know, changes will be made before performing on stage at the Ahoy in a few months' time. But this will do well, you know, irregardless. The juries will love it. The public, I'm sure they'll get behind this a fair amount as well, particularly in the semi-final. Sweden are in the first semi-final, will cruise through, no doubt about it. But of course it's worth saying that in the public vote, Benjamin didn't do very well at all, and John Lundvik sort of flopped a little bit last year. Is the tide turning with Sweden in the public vote? Potentially. But this song is a contender to win. You know, if the other major favourites slip up ever so slightly, which country is a safe bet to just sneak in there and take the win? Sweden. So will it be Gothenburg? And I think it would be Gothenburg 2021? Potentially. Next up is Russia. When are Russia not one of the favourites to win? Little Big with Uno. Starting to grow on me a little bit, but at the same time I also find it irritating, so I sort of have a bit of a love-hate relationship with the song at the moment. They are a massive band in Russia and in Eastern Europe. Many points already secured. The music video, they've gone for a sort of 80s look. You've got a guy sort of wearing gym wear off to one side. You've got a guy who's wearing black lipstick, it looks like. You've got a poker-faced woman as well, just glaring into the camera. It's all very strange and odd, but people are going nuts over this. The music video's had millions of views already, and it's only been up a couple of days at the time of recording this. the juries probably won't like this. And the live performance is going to have to be really good, because I think the studio cut, it's quite polished, and auto-tune's the wrong word, but it's, you know, it's all very slickly put together. The live performance might be a little bit more slipshod, I don't know, but it's very different from Russia, heavens above, it's very different, and it's going to stand out a mile. It will qualify, of course. The public are going to dish out points like you wouldn't believe. The reason why it might not win is because of the jury vote. But if Europe and Australia fancy something totally out of the box this year, it could be Russia's to lose. Will it be St. Petersburg 2021? Because that's where I believe Little Big are from. So if they won, it wouldn't make sense to host it in their home city. Will it be St. Petersburg 2021? Feel free to let me know your thoughts. Moving on. Which country shall I talk about next in this list of 9? Let's talk about Iceland, another rather quirky, fun sort of song that will put a smile on people's faces. Iceland have never won. Could it be their time? Reykjavik 2021, that would be quite special, wouldn't it? This is Delphi and Gagna Magnet with Think About Things. The choreography plays a big part. You know, there's an awkwardness to this song that I think people are really responding to. His wife is on stage, I believe, pixelated faces on their green shirts, you know, bopping about and then standing very still and turning to, you know, left and right. You take the choreography away, would people love this as much? I don't know, but celebrities are talking about this song. There's so much buzz for it. In Iceland, people must be getting pretty excited that it could be their year at last. Of course, runners-up on 2 previous occasions. He sings quite well. I believe he's a year older than me, which is remarkable. I mean, what else is there to say? People are loving this, and I can understand why. I was disappointed when it won the national final in Iceland, but I have accepted the result, absolutely, and I like this song much more than I did. It's as simple as that. I would love to see Iceland win at some point, but arguably they've had better songs than this in the past. Let me know your thoughts on that. It's fun, it's catchy, you can sing along with it, and the dance moves as well. People will remember that when it comes to vote. Could it be Iceland's year? We shall see. What else is there to say? A shame, perhaps, it's not in Icelandic, but there we are. Moving on, Bulgaria. Bulgaria are the favourites to win at this moment in time. It's Tears Getting Sober. I don't like that title at all, but there we are. And it's Victoria, promising young musician. This song, dreamy, Disney-esque, a bit Billie Eilish, but no bad thing. Music video, it's okay, bit dull. She's just sitting next to a tree for 3 minutes. She's got quite a haunting but very beautiful voice. If she can really nail this live, Bulgaria are absolutely serious contenders this year. Sofia 2021, potentially. This could be the one to beat. I need to listen to it again, so I can't really say too much about it, but if Europe wants another slow song to win, then it might be Bulgaria's turn. Yeah, it's strange to think that for years and years and years, and I say this as nicely as I can, Bulgaria were rubbish at Eurovision. And then suddenly they became good. I don't know what happened. If you're Bulgarian, let me know, because now one of the strongest nations in the contest, no doubt about it. Didn't compete last year, admittedly, money trouble, let's gloss over that. But they're back with a bang, and it could be Bulgaria's to lose, if you believe what the odds are saying. I've seen quite a lot of people rank Bulgaria highly, but not too many people ranking Bulgaria number 1. The country, and I've said this in a previous video, the country that I've seen people rank consistently highest the most, honestly, it is Norway. And Norway is my favourite this year. I'd be happy if she won. It's Ulrika with Attention. It's a ballad. Yes, we've heard things like this plenty of times in the past. Kjetil Mørland, of course, part of that duo in 2015. He's co-written this. You've got the falling rain pyrotechnic effect. She's wearing that gold dress, belts it out towards the end. This is really good. It builds up ever so slowly, and it just sounds ready-made for Eurovision. You know, everything about this is working. Nothing really needs to change. There's a smoke machine as well, is there not? Keep that. She's going to sing very well live. Great upcoming female musician, and she did try to represent Norway a few years ago with something a bit poppier, but this this is great, and she really does sing it very well. She performed at the Romanian national selection, nailed it there. Wow, what else is there to say? Will it be Oslo 2021? It really could be, because I think the juries will appreciate this, and I think the public will as well. And Norway, also one of the strongest competing nations in Eurovision these days, if you ask me. Definitely this should be top 5. If not, I'd be surprised, but we shall see. So, that leaves 2 countries left out of 9. And the next country I'm going to talk about is Switzerland. And in all honesty, there I am saying that Norway could be the ones to beat, and Bulgaria could be the ones to beat, and it could be Lithuania's year. Could it be the Swiss's year? You know, this is John's Tears. He's got Kosovan Albanian roots, and he was on The Voice of France, so some points are already going to come his way. The song's in French. It's Répondez-moi, which means respond to me, and this is everything France should have sent, but didn't. And that's because France decided to go for a song written by a couple of Swedes that was probably rejected by John himself, and Switzerland have gone for something that's really touching and emotionally charged and personal. I do need to look up the English translation of the lyrics still. I will get on to that soon. The music video is very artistic. It's monochrome, rainfall, balloon popping, looking in a book, looking very sad, walking from room to room. It's all very glum, but there is something very beautiful about this. Da, 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 da. You know, that bit, beautiful. His vocals, sensational. He has performed this song live, nailed it. Is he going to nail it at Eurovision? You bet. This is such a serious contender to win, and if it wins, nobody can be disappointed because it's such a high quality piece of music. It is absolutely one of the favourites to win. I've seen more and more people ranking this in their personal top 5s, top 3s. Wonderful song, wonderful song. I think it's because there's just something about it that makes it really stand out amongst a lot of the other ballads this year, and we have quite a lot of them, of course. Switzerland, will it be Bern 2021, or Lausanne, or Geneva? Who cares? Will it be Switzerland who win this year's competition? I'd be very happy about it. Of course, they hosted and won the first contest, and then Celine Dion back in the late 80s. I wonder what happened to her. But could it be John's Tears? It could well be, and I'd be very happy if the Swiss won. You could say the Swiss are on a bit of a roll when it comes to Eurovision. Anyway, yeah, to go from something like She Got Me to this, and both of them really good pieces of music, remarkable. A decade ago, Switzerland finished last overall in Eurovision with Michael van der Heide, and now they're sending something like this. What a transformation. Everything the UK wishes they could do, but still haven't. Oh dear. So that leaves one more country. And I've forgotten to show you this, but for the duration of this video I've been sitting with the Icelandic flag on my lap because I was going to lift it up when I spoke about Iceland's entry and completely forgot. But anyway, I have an Icelandic flag, there it is. So, which country will it be? Well, you might have already worked it out if you've been paying attention, and I don't blame you if you've drifted off because this is yet another long rambling video from me, but this is maybe a bit of a wild card entry, but the more I hear it, the more I think it could win. It's a country that's never won. It's Romania, and they've got Alcohol You, or I'll Call You, by Roxanne, another very promising young female musician. She had a whole bunch of songs in the Romanian national selection, and this is the one that came out on top. It's a ballad, slow burner, and then they've revamped it slightly, so the final chorus there's a key change, of course, and I think it really improves things. It just makes the song even more powerful and stirring, and you know, it's just a really good song to listen to. You know, it holds your attention, and that's really difficult for a lot of ballads to do, but this one I'm engaged throughout. She's a very good singer, no doubt about it. One of the other songs that she had in the Romanian national selection, Storm, she sang that really well. So I'm very hopeful of Romania's chances. Will it be Bucharest 2021? You never know. If the other countries slip up, Romania might just creep in and say, thank you very much, we'll win this year. What else is there to say about it? Again, people are comparing this to Billie Eilish, but that's no bad thing. You know, it is what it is. That's it. ladies and gentlemen. Bit of a messy video, but I wanted to film it, and I'm really interested to know what you think. I firmly believe at this moment in time that one of those 9 countries I've just mentioned will win. Will it be Iceland? Will it be Bulgaria? Will it be Switzerland? Will it be Russia? Will it be Norway? Will it be Lithuania? Will it be Romania? Will it be Italy? Will it be Sweden? It's going to be one of them. And now, watch Eurovision this May and see Israel triumph for the second time in a couple of years. You know, of course, you know, this is just a bit of fun. I wouldn't take it too seriously, but a lot of other people are doing this as well. And as much as I think Israel will do well, and Malta, and Germany, and Serbia, and Azerbaijan, and maybe the host nation, absolutely, and Greece could do quite well, and Denmark, serious dark horse, Denmark, and Australia, yeah, also a dark horse. I think it's going to be one of those 9. Yeah, I wasn't going to put Sweden in this list, I'll be honest with you, but then again, the juries love Sweden, don't they? And I wasn't going to put Romania in this list because something tells me that if there's going to be a flop, it could be Roxanne. But the song's too good to fail to do well. I mean, it's between Bulgaria and Switzerland for me at this moment in time. If you had to, if you had a gun to my head and said, pick one, I'd say Switzerland, I really would. But everything can change, and it probably will, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I am not going to Eurovision this year, and part of me is glad about that, considering the virus situation, but certainly next year, taking into consideration which country might win in my financial situation at the time, and if I can find somebody to go with, then I'm happy to go to any one of those countries. Oslo, yeah, pretty expensive, but I'm sure I'll manage for a few days. Switzerland, why not? Lovely views, fresh air. Iceland, might even, I don't know if you can see the Northern Lights in Iceland in May, but I'm sure, go for a nice... I can't drive. This is why I'd need somebody to go with me, but I'd love to go for a nice drive around Iceland while I'm there. No, who cares? Any one of those countries, I'll take. Why not? Let me know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. I'm now rambling so much, so I'm going to shut up. But which country out of those 9 is going to win? And is there somebody I should have spoken about, but didn't? Feel free to let me know your thoughts. Until next time, whenever that will be, thank you very much for watching. Apologies if the quality wasn't that great. And from here, in England, to everybody across Europe, including Iceland and Australia, bye for now.